one of those few times where I'm really excited to talk about a product, but I also don't really have too much to say other than, hey, this is really cool. And of course, if you wouldn't mind just liking the video, subscribe to the channel, it'll help me out a ton and help me get more products in for review. Cheers. So let's get into it. This is the LC30 speaker switcher with VU meters from Fosi Audio. Retails for $139 US, and I think it's a bit of a steal for a little device that brings a little bit of joy to my heart. It's a speaker switcher, so it's a 2-in, 2-out device. So 2 amplifiers in, 2 speakers out. It's got a handy little remote control that you can use to switch between amplifiers and speakers at the press of a button. And that's about it. On the design front, it's an all black metal chassis. It feels really sturdy, really robust. It's got a nice weight to it. You got those glorious orange VU meters. I get to watch the meters tick back and forth. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. You have orange lights below the buttons. One thing I really love is that the Fosi Audio logo, while being dead center on the unit, is faded back a little bit. It's not a big, bright white badge. It's actually kind of muted. It allows the VU meters to take prominence over the design of the unit. And it looks like a product and it feels like a product that could have costed quite a bit more money, should it have come from a more established brand in HIFI. And you're getting it for, again, $139 US. It's a bit of a steal, and it's a gorgeous little piece of electronics. And this product's simplicity extends to the back of the unit as well. Around back, all that's there are speaker connections and a USB-C input for charging the unit. Setup is really easy. I banana plug every speaker cable that I have in-house, so I simply connect the amplifiers that I want, connect the speakers that I want, and then I'm off to the races. Currently, I have the ELAC Debut 3, the DB63s, and I have a gigantic, even though it's their small, it's from a rental, it's their small, slim surround speaker from their new lineup of speakers. It's their smallest speaker. Look how gigantic that speaker is. But I have those 2 speakers connected to it. And I also have the Marantz Model 50, and over there, I have the Urilic A100 connected to it as well. And using it is really simple as well. I'm in a fairly small office in my condo here, so I can, when I'm in my office chair, I just spin around and I just fiddle with the buttons to select between amplifiers or speakers. But you could use this handy little remote control if you are at a fair distance, and you can choose between speaker 1 and 2, amplifier A and B. And then you also have dimming functions for the actual VU meters there. So here is the VU meters on and off and on. And then I have them at their lowest setting because otherwise it just blows out the light settings on my camera. But here is step up, more. And that's max brightness. And then I can just turn it off if I want to, turn it back on. I'm going to take it right down to its lowest setting. There's off, and then it's back on again. That looks better. Now, there is a sensitivity button or knob right dead center on this unit, and you can dial that in to have the meters bounce according to how much input you choose to have or show on your VU meters. Depending on your level of expertise or how much you actually care about how accurate the VU meters are, there is potentially a way to dial that in. But if you're like me or you just want bright, fancy meters, I just kind of turn it, set it, and forget it, and I don't worry about it whatsoever. I just like the glowing lights. I like the meters bouncing back and forth. And I understand if you're out there and you're like, wait, you don't calibrate it? What? That's kind of like having a clock set at the wrong time. But, you know, it's a pretty little clock set at maybe potentially the wrong time. And I don't use it for actual measurements of anything. It's just to bring joy to my heart. So I don't calibrate it. I just kind of set it where I think it works, and I'm off to the races. And just like that, here we are at the end of the video. This product is awesome. You can connect 2 amplifiers, you can connect 2 speakers, you can switch between either of them, and you're probably going to see it back there on my shelf for the foreseeable future because it's easy. It's set up already. The things that I actually switch out the most are amplifiers, and so you probably see a different amplifier tucked into that area, but that's probably going to remain, unless, of course, I get something gargantuan like the Advanced Paris Mic Connect 250 again, where I just have to move everything out of the way just to make room for that thing. But so long as the amplifiers are a relative short height, that's going to stay where it is, and I'm rambling. You should buy it. Thanks for watching. Bye.